It's only 5,400 USD.
Oh wow, it's pretty steep. So it's a big leap.
It is indeed, man. It is indeed.
So I don't have. Yeah, I don't know if I could pull that off in the next few months. It's just a one-time thing, I guess. I don't know how to really phrase that. Could I come back later? I would need to talk to the wife, of course. That's kind of a large chunk of our savings, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah, no, it's not like a one. You don't have to make a decision on the call. It's not like, if you go away, it's like we disappear. Obviously, now we're here.
yeah.
We can exchange what if you got WhatsApp, we can connect on there, and we can, whenever you're ready, we can get you set up. With that, can I just ask? So when you say it's like a big investment, is it just like more than you thought it was going to be, or is it just like you couldn't even afford it, even if you wanted, if you were like, wanted to do it right now?
Right now, it's not. It is more than I thought it would be, I guess you'd say. I guess in my brain, I thought under 5. I was like maybe 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
But also we have goals. We sit down and do financial goals for the year, and this was not in our budget. This was not in our plan. We're like going to Costa Rica in a couple of months for my 40th, so that's going to be a little bit of my savings that I'm doing that with. So it's like that might have to, yeah. So that's the overall price. How high it is, $5,400 right now would almost wipe out my savings.
Okay.
So, or cash on hand, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. What I would say, Kobe, with that is that I get that it's like a big investment and it's going to be a big jump, but it all comes down to like genuinely, see if you want to live an extraordinary life, you need to be willing to do extraordinary things, and 99% of people don't want to do it.
That's
Right?
true.
It's like, imagine how, like, it's like even Warren Buffett had a mentor. I mean, Charlie Munger was his mentor, right?
Mm-hmm.
See all these massive entrepreneurs spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands into getting coaching, to whether that's with their health or whether that's with business strategy, sales, just anything that can slowly progress them, they're willing to do. One, because it's a tax write-off, but also because it just moves you forward, right? So it's also about stepping into that identity of that. If you want to be a 25K month business owner, do you think that guy gets resourceful and invests in himself to like get the necessary knowledge, get the necessary skills, the necessary network to get there? Or do you think he just wings it by himself?
I mean, definitely wouldn't say wings it by himself to start, but it takes a lot of time to build that connection, that level, be in the right rooms at the right places at the right times. And with this is a lot different because, the AI space is not, it's huge. Of course, it encompasses a lot, but there's not many rooms where regular people can get into when it comes to business AI agencies running something like this. There's not, that. So it would take a while. And I guess in my mind, I had already put away the next 5 years or so to build this. I knew that this would accelerate that, where I would, and my brain was thinking like, oh, in a year or two, if I was to join something like that, like if it, everything's legit, I'd be where I want to be. I could probably quit my job and fully focus on that. But sheesh, 5,000 or 6,800. Yeah, I don't know if I can talk the wife into that.
I get you, man. I do get you. I think it all comes down to, and you might just offer your different perspective on this, Kobe.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, all these things that you want, right? And it comes down to this comfort zone thing. All these things that you want, control over your time, control over your money, giving your family the life that you want, all these external circumstances that you're after, they're only ever really an external representation of who you are internally, right? And see, when you want to change your external reality, sometimes you first have to look inside and think like, how the hell do I need to change internally? Like, how do I need to change the way I'm thinking? How do I need to change as a person, like my identity? Because at the end of the day, The fact of the matter is, you will never have any of those things unless you're willing to get uncomfortable, right? Because like really, where do we really grow the most? Is it inside our comfort zone or outside our comfort zone?
Definitely outside. Yeah.
Why would you say that though?
You said why? What
Yeah,
is
why?
it?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're gonna experience just a multitude of, emotions and experiences, physical and internally, like you're gonna be outside of your comfort zone. So you're gonna have to learn to adapt to those circumstances and scenario situations. So you're gonna have to grow to obtain to rise to the level.
Yeah. And it's just like Tony Robbins says, right? See, if we always do what we've always done, we're going to always get what we've always gotten.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Kobe, that is why 99% of people stay stuck. You know how many people would love to live that life, but when it comes down to it, they're not really ready to do what is actually required to get there, right? Because the thing is, it always comes down to this. It's not even a decision of like, do you want to invest $5,000 into yourself? It's more of like, what type of guy do you want to be? Do you want to be the guy that's willing to operate, or the guy that continues to operate inside his comfort zone? Conceal his current reality, conceal just being the same person, conceal just staying in the same spot? Or do you want to be the guy that's willing to operate outside his comfort zone? Lean into the fears, lean into the uncertainty, lean into the doubts, so that one day you can actually achieve what you're really capable of. Because it comes down to like, what story do you want to tell your kids? You're going to tell them that, oh, mom and dad were too scared to invest in themselves and make this big decision, and now we're just, still working jobs? Or do you want to get like the necessary help? Tell them that we went balls to the wall. We were the people that went all in, and we were like, because when you say all in, what does all in mean? Is all in actually all in the business? Is all in like, I'm all in, but I'll still want to go to Puerto Rico and whatever it was, Costa Rica, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the decision at the end of the day you've got to make, Kobe. Like, who would you actually rather be, genuinely, man?
Got a point. I mean, I definitely understand that. I agree with that.
But who would you rather be, though? I'm at, like,
we have to. I mean, I want, like as I said before, I want to see what I can do, where I can be at the end of the day. Like, who am I? What am I made of? Can I? Not even can I, because I know that I can. To be honest with you, it's just having the tools, resources to get to that level, that scale, that 20K a month, scale is work. It's going to be work. And am I the type of person that has all of that? And could I try to do it on my own? Or do I need an accelerator program? Do I need some gas to put on that? You take credit cards?
Say that again?
You take credit cards?
We do indeed, yeah.
Oh, I could easily do that in credit. So
cool, man. Ready to start getting uncomfortable, or how are you feeling, Kobe?
The accountability piece, because I have to be accountable to my wife. And so I'm thinking about that uncomfortable conversation that I will have to tell her when I join this. So I mean, she knows there's going to be upfront costs, and we know that there's going to be costs to start or do anything. So it's just how big of a scale do you want to do it on, and who you do it with is probably what matters the most. So
exactly, man. And at the end of the day, Kobe, I get that it is scary, man. I'll be honest with you. I've literally been on the other end of that phone like multiple times at bigger investments as well. And the thing is, it never gets easier. That's the thing. But every time, and I've got to think about this, even if it's just like going on see, when I go to a theme park and there's a ride I'm scared of, I'm going on it because I feel fucking scared. Sorry to pardon my French, but
yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah.
The biggest thing is, man, it's like, have you ever went cliff jumping like into water? Have you ever done that before?
No.
Have you ever been skydiving?
No, I plan on going bungee jumping. I want to skydive, so I'm not afraid. I know that I'll be scared, but yeah,
bungee jumping is a good analogy then, right? Because there's two people that go bungee jumping. There's one guy that sits like, they both feel the fear of, holy shit, I've got to jump off a bridge or whatever it is. They put on all the gear. There's one person that sits at the edge and just stares and goes, no, I can't do this. They go sit back down in the exact same spot. The other one feels the fear and says, you know what, let's fucking do this, and jumps and feels the euphoria of actually going for it.
Yeah.
So who do you want to be? Do you want to stay in the same spot, or do you want to jump?
I know, you're right. You're at the point where do I want to jump? I like it. I like it. You're doing a great job with sales, Harry. Doing a great job. His training has paid off. I definitely think I want to jump. Yeah,
Why do you want to jump?
For all the reasons you said previously, a lot of like you get to find out who you are, and you got to be put in uncomfortable situations. And an investment in you is an invest. You know what I'm saying? Spending this money or joining this program is an investment in myself. And am I worth $5,000? Do I think that this $5,000 bet is going to then pay off on the other end in some level of multiple? So that's what those are all the thought processes that are going in my mind, because this is something that.
Well, do you believe you're going to show up and put in the work, Kobe? Do you believe you're going to do that?
I know I will. Whether we did this or not, I'm going to spend the same amount of time
exactly
trying to build it on my own.
Kobe, you know, another thing that I haven't even mentioned actually is that we literally do guarantee your money back as well. Actually, I totally forgot to mention this. See, if you don't sign at least 10 paying clients in 6 months, we give you that $5,000 back anyway. Which is in our contract as well. I'll show you if you want.
I forgot about that. I do remember that being said somewhere. Okay, well, what do I need to do? How about that? That's
Are you ready to jump?
Huh?
Are you ready to jump? Are you saying?
I think I'm ready to jump.
Okay.
I still have to talk to my wife, but I'm ready to jump.
Okay. Well, if you still have to talk to your wife and you're not really technically ready to jump, what if she says no, Kobe?
She really can't, because it's my money. so well, in the sense of like I would be the one paying it back, as far as like if I put on the credit card. It's like it's my card, I guess you'd say.
So what took you back from just taking the leap and going to her being like, you know what, honey, I made like a decision that is the best for us and the family, and being that guy that says that to her rather than, what do you think of this? Because at the end of the day, Kobe, she's just going to turn around and be like, you were the one on the call, you got the information, the decision's always going to fall back on you anyway, right?
That is true.
So it's either you come back to her with like questioning, sounding uncertain, or you go to her,
ask for forgiveness,
a decision. Yeah, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
It is better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I would agree. Okay, so, man, Harry, I did not expect this today to go this direction. No, I don't. So, what do you need from me?
Well, we ready to jump? How are you feeling?
So you need my credit card information?
Well, if you are, I can send you a link. We can get you set up and get you started. But how do you feel?
I don't know. I'm really not scared. So it's not really a scared thing. It's honestly, it's not a negative feeling. I'm like, man, I'm really doing this. It's like, I've never driven a Lamborghini. I've never driven like a supercar, but it's that feeling that you feel like when you're like about to, like, I would think I would feel if I was about to get into one. Like, I've never done this, but I know how to drive a vehicle. I'm not scared that I don't know how to move a vehicle forward. It's just, this is just going to be like an exhilarating whirlwind experience, potentially once in a lifetime kind of thing. So that's how I have that feeling, that like numbness of like, okay, I have a baseline, I'm ready, but it's still, you never done it, you know? You still never done it. What if I crash and burn? What if I fucking hit the wall going 180 miles an hour?
Well, the thing is, it's like, are you willing to take that risk? And the thing is, if you crash and burn, Kobe, then we'll just give you the money back and you'll have learned something at least. I mean, you go through this program and 6 months down the line, you've not signed at least 10 paying clients, which will have at least double your money then. Even if bare minimum you sell them at $1,000, you'll at least have made double your money, and we'll give you your money back. If you say like sign 9, you'll make 9K, and that's only if you send them for 1,000, which you should send them for more than that. You make 9K, we give you your money back, and you've learned a shit ton, and you've got a business, and you're way further ahead. So that's like worst case scenario right now.
That is the worst case scenario. You are right.
What is the best case scenario? Your wife doesn't have to. You think she's gonna be mad at you if she doesn't have to work in the next 6 months, Kobe?
That's true. That is true. It'll be summer too. She's a teacher. She'll have summer off. She'll never have to go back. So,
are we jumping, Kobe?
clear. Oh man. All right. So let's do what was it, 3 months?
So you can either do 3 months, you can just pay it in full, which is like, it knocks off a decent amount.
It does knock off a decent amount if I just paid it in full. You said 54 what? 54 and some change?
Google right now
Okay.
what's going to work best for you.
Yeah. I think the one that saves me, I guess, one time drop in the bucket, get it over with kind of thing, where I just, figure it out then instead of the reoccurring thing gonna cost me $1,000 more.
Exactly. Cool. Well, Kobe, are we jumping or are we jumping? What's the plan here?
Let's jump before my wife gets home. And I gotta explain it to her.
Let's do it. Well, thing is, I'm going to send you this link. Then we're going to get your account set up. What we need to do, Kobe.
Okay.
There we go, man. I see that on our end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you these next steps